Hi, everyone. We're always a hot mess. It is what it is. We just own it now.
Oh, yeah. Total hot messes. Hi, y'all. I'm Tiffany, Modern Mystic. This is Susan with Holistic Susan. We're popping on for Tuesday, for Tarot Tuesday, to pull some cards and do some Reiki. Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Total hot messes.
That was really
Hi, y'all. I'm Tiffany. They should be able to see us now. Jessica, Lynette, can y'all see us? I don't know. We got 3 people watching.
Hold on. What am I doing?
Well, I'm going to share out a little bit while we're waiting for comments.
That is what I'm trying to do as well. Why is it not showing? There we go. It's not showing your live on your. There it is.
Hi, Jessica. There you are. Hi, Priya. Hi, Diana Miller. I'm Tiffany. This is Susan. We're popping on for some Tarot Tuesday. So we're going to be doing cards, yes and no pendulum questions for free. Full spread is $20 to the PayPal that is pinned at the bottom. And if you are interested in Reiki, we're both Reiki masters in multiple traditions. And it is $40 for Reiki. Hey, Celeste. Hi, beautiful. Mwah. And we've got Mandy. Hey. I'm a hey, girl.
It did not go live on my page.
I added the destination. That's weird.
All right. I'm going to have to just
Want me to try it again? I can see if I can add it from here. Let me see. Broadcast info. Edit. Nope, it is not showing you. There we go. Trying again. Save. It should be on now. If everyone could let us know where you're from, we always love to hear where everybody is at. I'm in Texas and Susan's in Pennsylvania. Hey, Lola. Hi, beautiful. Facebook user. I don't know who you are, where you say you can't see comments. If you go to Modern Mystic business page, or hopefully it's up on Susan's page, you can be able to see the comments. Hi, Lynette, beautiful. All right, we've got Priya from Fiji Islands. Wow,
Ooh.
beautiful. We've got Birmingham, Alabama. Let's see. Where else is everybody from?
That's me. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to mute it. There we go. Wait, how do I? There we go. All right. Oh, Lynette. Okay, so we've got Lynette first. We've got Jessica.
Yeah, she put in for. Did she put in for Reiki and I don't know what else she put in for.
Reiki and a reading.
I think that's for her daughter.
Perfect.
Correct.
Lynette, is that for Jessica? Susan's page is live, so last checked.
Thank you. All right. Before we get started, we do want to do a little thing here. Terrestrial Vibes is having an energy clearing workshop on December 15th. It is $222 for the workshop. And if you use Modern Mystic, all capitalized, no spaces, you can get 20% off of that. So anybody that's looking to do an energy clearing workshop, they're great. They teach you great skills to actually learn how to clear your own energy. So anybody that's struggling with that or would like to know more information or how to do it, it's a great workshop to work with. And Shane is so informative on how to clean your energy, and he does such a beautiful job explaining things.
It's Amazing. I took the workshop the first go round. I believe this is the third time.
Yeah, I'm taking the workshop on the 15th as well. So I will be in the workshop as well if anybody would like to come join us.
I will be there as well to give support. Shane is phenomenal when it comes to teaching, number one. Number two, he is a professional when it comes to energy clearing. So not only do you learn how energy works, you learn, like Susan said, how to clear yourself, how to clear your space.
Yes.
And that's a big one for so many of us because our environment will start to hold energy for a time. And how that works and how to clear the energy is so important. Celeste says she will be there as well. I know Lynette is going to be there. And hopefully, more of you will come and join us. And he does do a certificate at the end of it. So if you are a Reiki healer and a practitioner, if this is brand new to you, if you're a psychic medium or empath, this is definitely a course that will teach you a lot of information from someone who is very, very good at what he does.
Absolutely. Thank you for putting the code in the comments, Les. So if anybody wants to write that down, you will get a 20% off for the energy clearing workshop.
Perfect.
Hi.
Aww. We've got Pam. Love you, Pam.
Lynette is there. Oh, yes. Thanks, Lynette. Yeah, she's going to be at the workshop.
Sweet. I wonder if Heather would be interested, Lynette. Heather would really benefit from it.
She would. Facebook user, if you go to mine or Tiffany's page to go in, then we can see who is talking. We can't see who you are right now.
Yeah, whoever said hola and hello, unfortunately, we can't see who you are unless you go through one of our pages.
Yes.
Let's see here. So we have got Jessica first.
All right. And we have her down for cards and Reiki.
And if you want to explain a little bit about what Reiki is from the start,
Sure. So I'm going to do this because I can't see my face when I put the comments up and it's frustrating when I'm explaining things.
Your microphone. It's like, I don't know, going.
Is that better?
That is way better. Oh, it was brushing up against you.
Yeah, it's because it was hurting my ear earlier. All right, so Reiki is energetic body and actual body healing. We go through and we will check. You have what you call chakras. And those chakras literally attach to your energetic body. They are what help keep you balanced. So when any of your chakras are either rotating too fast or the opposite direction, or the color just isn't as bright or it's too big, all of those can throw your energy off. So when we're doing Reiki, we go through and we do what we call a Reiki Flush. Mm-hmm. And what that really consists of is us literally going through and flushing all your chakras all the way down to your Earth Star. And your Earth Star is what grounds you into the ground. Mm-hmm. So when we do that, it essentially helps with rotation, any blocks. And then we will literally go in and either make your chakra either smaller if it's too open. And when we say too open, it means like it's like too open. Yeah. Like if your third eye chakra is too open, you might have really bad headaches right between your eye because you're getting too many downloads at one time. Mm-hmm. And there's just too much energy. Or if your throat chakra is too tight or too closed, then you're not being able to speak your truth. And then we go through and we check your aura. We check your colors to make sure that there's no tears or smudges on your aura, and make sure it's real bright and beautiful. So it's not close to your body, suffocating you. It's not too far out to where you're getting everybody's junk. And then we check for energetic cords. Now you have energetic cords to your heart. Those are to your loved ones. Those cords are meant to be there. They're for your highest good. Any cords that might be on your back are not for your highest good. So we will go ahead and we remove any cords that are not meant to be there, that can be draining. Drink lots of water. If we do Reiki on you, make sure you're sitting in a comfortable position. And afterwards, you're going to want to drink a lot of water and you will sleep like a baby.
Exactly. And Reiki literally means universal life force.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to this healing energy, we're using universal life force energy that exists everywhere. And it's very intuitive. It knows where to go. And this is a Japanese style of healing that has been passed on through Japanese tradition and then a Western tradition. And Susan and I are also masters in other traditions like angel Reiki. So we work with the archangels, we work with colors, and we will tell you what we're seeing and what we're doing. And it does help when it comes to fatigue, and it helps with your overall energy level.
And it also helps with people like Tiffany, she has lupus.
Yes. And fibro.
And fibro. It helps with pain as well. It can really, it doesn't remove it, but it does tone it down to where it's tolerable.
And I also have ADHD and anxiety. And when I started learning Reiki years back, I was able to get off my anxiety meds, so it's definitely something that helps with our emotional body as well. And I'm living proof of that.
Yeah.
And another thing is when Susan and I do it, since we're both clairvoyant, we connect through our soul star, which is the chakra above our crown, and we're able to see your colors in our mind's eye, and we're able to see what is happening. So it's also kind of a psychic Reiki as well.
You just went real weird for a second. You're good now, but you went a little glitchy.
I went all high pitch or something.
You like froze and stopped, and then you're good.
Uh-oh. I was talking about our clairvoyance and how we do see the colors. All right. For readings, we do pendulum questions, yes or no. And we do oracle cards along with tarot. And Susan and I both are all players, and we're empaths. So we pick up different kinds of information that we convey to you during the reading. We're not going to do mediumship tonight. Last time we did mediumship, and it's exhausting for us. It's amazing to connect like that, but it is very tiring for us. So if you are interested in like a mediumship reading, you can always contact Susan and I. We could do something private.
Absolutely. And we are very much intuitive readers. So when we do readings, we connect energetically to you as well, higher self to higher self connections. And we go off of like what your spirit team needs you to know, or what you need to know in general. So we are very much intuitive readers when it comes to that. We go with what was being told us to say to you.
And it's always for the highest good, for the highest benefit. So it's going to be a reading that is going to help you with guidance in what you're facing right now in your current situations.
No, we cannot see your name, honey. If you want to go through, I don't know which page you went through.
They probably went through one of the groups. Go to the Modern Mystic Business page or Solistic Susan and come to our live there. All right, Jessica is here. Hi, Nadine. Hi, Crystal. All right. Thank you, Shane. We love you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Real quick, Jessica, is this your first Reiki session? Curious. Oh, hi, Laura Ann. How are you doing? We unintentionally matched today. Susan and I very much have a soul sister connection, and so weird stuff like that happens all the time. And you will notice we finish each other's sentences quite a bit. Facebook user with the what about now? So sorry, not seeing you. Laura Ann says she loves it. And we're reversed, if you notice. Like I've got we're reversed. All right. Jessica, are you here with us? Oh, there she is. Good.
All right.
Jessica, I'm going to do a combination of tarot and oracle. Jessica, for her highest.
Jesus.
The cards are speaking.
They just kind of yelled at me here for a second. I got like a whole handful here. Just give me a minute to put this story together.
Whoa, me too. Whoa. Flying out of the deck. Okay, let's see what's going on, girlfriend. What we got going on? What do you need to know for your highest
Good
good?
evening, Kimberly. Thank you for joining us. Anybody that is just joining, we are doing $20 card readings, $40 for Reiki, and we will do pendulum questions. If you want to share out and let us know you shared, we'll do, if we have time, we'll go through and do pendulum questions periodically throughout the live.
Just no legal or medical.
No legal or medical or pregnancy. Yep.
That was the hard one.
It's too hard to do.
I got an
Yes, Kat, we can now see you. Hello.
Hi, love. Miss you.
I don't know what is going on with this earbud, but it is like destroying my ear. There, better. All right, Jessica. You got gravity. You are moving too fast. And you need to ground. This is all about grounding yourself. You need to ground out that energy because you're moving, and you need to take the time to really like sit. I know with kids, I have kids too. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find like that quiet place. Once you lay them down at night, kind of take like 10 or 15 minutes out of your time and just kind of go and ground out that energy a little bit because it'll make you feel a little bit more steady. Because you also got magnetism, so you're attraction. So you are a light. You attract so much stuff because you are light. So with that, you also got light, the sun. So you got a whole bunch of light going on here. I don't know about you, Tiffany.
Mine is very much right along with you.
So
I
feel like you're just starting out on your spiritual path, or you're a little bit unsure of what to do or where to go. But you are very much a light worker, very, very much a light worker, but you need to dig deep into the depths to figure out what path you need to go on, to figure out where you want to go. Because I feel like you're struggling a little bit, and it's time. It is time. It is time to take some time out for yourself and kind of figure out where you need to go in life. I know we all kind of struggle with that. A lot of, self-doubt, self-healing, not knowing where to start. If you ever have questions or you're unsure of something that's going on, you can always reach out to Tiffany and I. We are very much okay with answering questions.
Susan during the day, me during the evening or night.
You also got purity. So it says here that always trust the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it's you. You will find the answers to your question. So this is telling you to go within that heart space. Ask your questions. If it feels light, then it is a yes. If it feels heavy, then it is a no. So ask the questions if you're unsure and really go into that heart space and figure out what path you need to go on and where you need to go from here.
I have like two different storylines going to go in for you, Jessica. And it's like, and that's where I'm sitting here. You see me kind of going back and forth because Susan and I very much read based on, we put the cards together in a story. And so I'm going to do the oracle cards first, then I'm going to explain the tarot. And just like Susan, girl, you are such an empath. What Susan said about you being a light worker, if you're unfamiliar of what this is, you can join our group, Modern Mystic. And in the guide section, there's a whole section about light workers in there. Light workers, starseeds, earth angels, and it really explains who we are, what we do, and why we're here. And it also will help explain like your soul purpose kind of thing, because you've got some stuff going on in your life where it's like there's some confusion. It is like you are going round and round with certain patterns that keep repeating in your life. And it can be different faces, but it's like the same situation. It's like the same story all over again. And that's where it's time for you to give this round and round a finished story. It's time for you to end that symphony, because right now it's like an unfinished symphony, because Earth is very much a learning school for us. It's a place where souls come to experience all that humanity, Earth has to offer. And when it comes to these soul lessons, we grow from them at that soul level, and it levels us up, and it helps us to connect more with who we are. And that's where sometimes we've got to make sure that we're aligning our life. And so the big question is where in your life do you need alignment? Where are things feeling ungrounded? Where are things feeling unsure? And to really ask those big questions and really do more of that, the introspection and even the outrospection, where you're looking at the overall picture of what is happening in your life and patterns, because you got the boundaries card. And the boundaries card is really, really important for empaths and highly sensitive, because we tend to be codependents and we tend to be people pleasers. And I have a feeling that that has to do with that round and round. And some of that unfinished symphony stuff is that there's some codependent tendencies there that you're supposed to learn to say no. And as Susan, what do we always say?
No is a full sentence, exclamation point, and it is okay to say no.
And girl, you got the Ace of Swords in the tarot, which this one means you are having moments of clarity. This is also the spiritual awakening card. And any of us that go through spiritual awakening, like those of us that had it spontaneously, not something that is the easiest in the world, trust me. It's like you go to bed one way with your reality, your consciousness, your life one way, and the next day you wake up and it's like you've shifted into a different reality. You shifted into a different consciousness, and it puts you on that soul path of growth, that soul path of remembering and learning who you really are, because you're being reminded that she's being reminded to catch the wave, to learn to go with the flow, because she's very much a thinker, and she gets caught in analyzing life situations, and it's almost like a type of paralysis, like a paralysis of what choices to make, which totally makes sense, because you got the Hanged Man card, which is all about perspective. And the Hanged Man card could be you shifting that reality, you opening up your awareness, becoming more open-minded to maybe the world of spirituality, or maybe the world in general, and seeing it from a different perspective. And this can be a little bit rocky. This can be make you a little bit unsteady, especially like if you're starting to learn more about yourself and you've never heard the word empath before, or the terms light worker. It's like, what the heck is that? You know,
exactly. Yeah.
I was there with Susan when she first started learning, and it was a whole reality shift.
Yeah. I felt like a crazy person.
Girl, me too. And that's where she's being reminded that she is the Queen of Pentacles, that she has that ability to stand firm and to create her own reality. And that explains where she needs to get grounded. It's almost like her energy, we'll check when we do Reiki, but it's almost like her energy is very much here, like in her head.
Yeah.
And it needs to come down more into her body to reconnect her more.
Almost like her, it's not.
And that's like that. Are you getting kind of like that unsteady feeling in certain things in life? Almost like because she got the Eight of Pentacles, which this one is that reminder that you always have options in life, that you are the painter of your own life. You are the co-creator. And it's like you need that reminder of that to empower yourself, to learn more about who you are, to learn not to dim your light for others and to shine that light bright and to stand in your power and embrace more of your soul journey. I'm going to do a clarity card real quick. I'm doing clarity card. There's something else. Hold up. Clarity card, clarity card, clarity card. What else does she need to know? Are you getting anything else, Susan? There's something else that we're supposed to tell her.
Give me an uno momento.
Hold up. Clarity. What does she need to know for her highest good?
Oh, Jesus.
Ah. Okay.
I got the Two of Swords.
Oh, that's okay. I got the Stop Overthinking card.
I'm going to read from the book for this because I feel like it's important.
Well, that's about taking that blindfold on, or trusting your path, trusting your journey, even if you can't see the road in front of you, trusting that that road is there because you're already doing it. You need to face your true north, and you're reminded you're not alone. You're protected by your guardian angels and guides, and to reconnect with them more because you are paving a new path, and it's time for you to be the leader that you wish you had. Go for it, Susan.
I love you. Yeah. So like what she said, it's about, feeling of the not knowing. It's time to make a choice. And it may seem like you are between a rock and a hard place. If you can't decide which way to go, it's because you can't see the bigger picture.
I got the bigger picture card earlier. Okay.
Yet the Two of Swords is whispering that you must move in one direction. Close your eyes and listen to your internal guidance system for your map. If your intuition has fallen unusually silent, it's asking you to trust yourself and your abilities to discern and decide. So, even in blindness, you already know the best way forward. And the affirmation for this card, it says, when you are blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move towards the light. So take that with you. When you are blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move forward towards the light.
Because she's so guided and she's supposed to remember who she is. Because she got the Lost Lands, that soul memory card. She's realizing she's an old soul. That makes sense.
Yeah. She's very much an old soul like her mother.
Oh my gosh, very much. And such an empath. That's where those boundaries are so important.
I didn't mean to hit it.
You ready to do some Reiki?
Yep. And for those of you that aren't aware of crystals, this is a golden healer. I like to hold one in my hand when I'm doing Reiki because it sends that extra energy to you as well.
You'll see me, I use a selenite wand a lot, so you'll see me using this. All right, we're going to connect to you right now. All we ask is that you just relax.
You might feel some tingling.
Some
it's
more.
Normal. Yep, it's normal. She's an indigo child.
Yes, she is, which makes total sense.
She has some magenta, like a rosy magenta as well.
And there's that line of turquoise. The turquoise is almost on the greenish side. It's like, and the way the aura appears to us, it's like layers, like an onion. That indigo is the most prominent color.
Honey, your aura is blown out. I'm going to bring that closer into your body, and that will help so much with your energy.
She's picking up on way too much stuff. It's affecting anxiety levels because she's picking up on junk that's not hers.
Mm-hmm.
That's anxiety. That's what it's causing that. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start a chakra flush from her soul star down. I'm going to check those chakras. Chokure. 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 I'm seeing your emotional and mental balance. This is going to help that tightness in your chest. Tamarasha. 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 Raku. She's ungrounded. Raku.
Mm-hmm.
Raku. Dad.
Her third eye is way too big. Which would make sense why you feel like her energy's stopping right here.
Her solar is too large as well. She's been having fatigue issues with that one. She has a natural gut instinct that is always correct. It's her intuition. She's clairsentient. She's empathic, strong empath.
She's very much claircognizant as well.
Jessica, have you been getting ear ringing? Her ear chakras are really big. I'm going to send some Reiki to this, her solar plexus. Down to her sacral, her root, down into her earth star to help ground. And I'm going to bring it back up to meet you at her third eye. Her heart chakra is beautiful, though. Tons of unconditional love. And this is going to spread out to that light body and brighten it up.
I'm going to put a shield around her, too, because she's very unshielded.
It's almost like emotions are building up, and it's like they become really overwhelming. And she's got to learn to discern between the emotions she's picking up from other people and her own emotions, because she's absorbing so much. And pulling that aura in and shielding is going to help with that. But she needs to learn about being an empath. You can go to our group. There's a whole section in the guides on empaths.
And you should be doing there's also just doing the basic white light shield will be also so helpful for you to do on a daily basis, because going out in public unshielded as an empath or a light worker is very much overwhelming, and then you just kind of pick up other people's garbage.
Surround yourself in a bubble of brilliant white light, and you visualize this. with the intention that nothing negative can enter into your energy. And with practice, you get to where you automatically do it. I have anxiety as well. And I have problems in stores because stores like Walmart is like oh my gosh. And it's like it's too loud, it's too bright. I can like feel all the energy, all the people that have been in there, and it's like I have anxiety before even going into the store. So doing shielding and learning breathing techniques and meditation will really help you with a lot of that, because your energy is very ungrounded, meaning that you're not connecting to Mother Earth. Your energy isn't balancing out and grounding out the way it needs to. So like walking barefoot, using grounding crystals like a hematite, and mindful like meditation, breathing techniques, just breathing in through your nose, holding it for a count of 3, exhaling. That will help. She's carrying a lot of tension in her body, and a lot of it is just from picking up too many emotions.
Yeah. Laura, this is what a golden healer looks like, if that's what you're asking to see up close. This light doesn't really give it justice.
Her kids are gifted too.
Unknown. We also do house clearings. So if you ever want us to do a house clearing, just get a hold of one of us and we do them together through remote viewing.
Medium. One of her kids is a medium. They can see spirit and hear spirit. The youngest. How old is your youngest?
1.
A baby?
He's 1.
So he can probably still see colors and stuff. Jessica said, not I can recall. Oh, so no ear ringing. Okay, good. So it's not the spirit communicating to her. It's got to be the little one. She needs to learn to empower herself. Learn to set those boundaries. And salt baths, girl, salt baths are our best friend. They help clear our energy field, clear our aura, and it helps ground us. So highly recommended. And it's also good for that self-care. You got anything else, Susan?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. And yeah. And for those of you that are just getting on that are asking about readings, we are doing $20 for readings and $40 for Reiki. The PayPal is pinned in the chat. No, she has no cords. Her cords are good.
No attachments either.
No negative cords, I should say.
She has heart cords and a couple solar. And there were no tears or anything in her aura either.
No, her aura was bright. It was beautiful. It was just blown out.
She's very bright. She's very much a light worker. There's this book called Empath Survival Guide. Highly recommend it. It'll help answer a lot of questions for you. That little one is definitely seeing stuff like orbs, auras, stuff like that.
Yes.
I keep feeling the little one.
Mm-hmm. Also, anybody that's jumping on here, I'm going to say this again in case you weren't here earlier. Shane from Terrestrial Vibes is doing an energy clearing workshop on December 15th. It's $222, but if you use the code Modern Mystic, all capitalized, no spaces, you can get 20% off. I will be there doing the workshop. Tiffany will also be joining. So anybody that is interested in that, go ahead and go to Terrestrial Vibes and sign up for his workshop. It is great. It's phenomenal. You'll learn how to clear your space, your own energy. And it's just so helpful when you learn how to do all of that. Energy clearing is very important when you are a light worker of any kind, because you need to be in your own energy and realize what's yours and what's not. And this will really help you remove any energy that's not for your highest good and teach you kind of how to control it on that level as well.
The dad is really into chakras and balancing meditation. So the dad is awakened.
Beautiful.
I'm trying to see. I was picking up more. Jessica, are you on Facebook? If we pick up on anything else, we're going to message you.
Sorry, I had to keep switching ears.
We hope that resonated. So much love. Oh, Lynette. I wasn't tapping in to see her angels specifically. Susan, did you feel how many angels she has?
She has a male that I was picking up on. That's the one that's been with her since she's been born. Is the male.
Like a protective energy.
Yep. You are so welcome.
Of course. Thank you for joining us. Very nice meeting you. We love your mom.
Yes, I love Lynette. Love you. I don't know who we got. I know Kat said she paid with her husband's PayPal, and Kaylin paid to, or Kaylina
Let me get
paid as well.
I have got my keyboard all covered. Okay. See here. All right, we have Rosini Vasquez. Of course, she said thank you for the work that we do. Thank you. She is for a reading. Oh, wait, no. Is that Reiki? Rosini, she sent 40. So I'm assuming that's Reiki. And then we've got Kat McCullough.
Yep.
And for a reading. And then Selena Harrelson.
Oh, it's for Lola.
Oh, Lola. All right, we want to do Lola next. Is that for Reiki, Lola?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. I need to clear my energy real quick and get grounded. I'm going to light a candle too. Okay.
Hello, love, hope, hope.
Is she here? I love her. What you seeing?
No, I have my hand on my black obsidian sphere. I'm just cutting cords and clearing my energy.
Okay, good. Let's see. For some reason, my candle won't stay lit. Okay. There we go. All right. Lola, we'll explain afterwards that you could also benefit from a good egg cleanse if you don't know what that is. We're going to send a lot of clearing. You've been picking up a lot of like negativity from your surroundings onto your auric field, and it looks like smudges. Your aura is very bright and your energy is very, very good. She's got a lot of green in her aura, like an emerald. And there's some violet there too.
Lola, are you having some shoulder pain? It'd be like a dull, like.
Is there a cord? I haven't looked.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel male or female?
Male.
Is it an X?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the narc? I know she had a narcissist for a while there.
I'm not following it. I'm just removing it.
Her crown chakra is very, very large. It's very bright. She's getting energetic upgrades and downloads.
Mm-hmm. Are you hearing like ear ringing? I feel like she's hearing the ear ringing.
Is that the one? I know someone's having ear ringing. Whoever you are.
Somebody's pushing in on me too. I can feel that as well.
Lola, have you been having like weird stuff happen around the house? I feel like there is spirit around her and it's mediumship stuff because she's very bright and shiny.
Yeah.
Intuitive empath and medium.
Yeah.
She needs to put up a closed for business sign and do a big shield around her entire home. Ear chakras are open, so it's clairaudience, some clairvoyance as well with the third eye. Eventually, she'll have all the clairs.
Yeah. I mean, her kundalini is almost. It's just past her solar.
It's working its way to her heart. She's a dream walker.
If you ever need help with that, let me know.
Maybe explain what that is.
All right. So dreamwalking is a form of astraling. You can go to other people's dreams. You can control your dreams. A lot of dreamwalkers have premonitional dreams. I know I have premonitional dreams. It's kind of like having like that deja vu feeling. I always get a lot of important messages when I'm dreamwalking. If you are a dreamwalker, Moonstone is your best friend. So what Moonstone does is you have like a golden cord that attaches from your body to your soul body. And what the Moonstone does is it acts as an anchor. So having that anchor can help you because you're essentially popping out of your body.
Higher self connection.
Yeah. So what Moonstone does, this is a black Moonstone. This is my usual go-to. Any Moonstone will work. But what it does is it acts as that anchor or that tether to keep you kind of grounded so you're not doing a full body pop out. Also, it also helps if you're like in a dream that you do not want to be in or you need to switch dreams fast or come back. It can slam you back into your body and it helps you wake you up from that a particular dream. So having Moonstone is great. But yeah, I've gone to Tiffany's dreams a couple of times. Her higher self and I are very much connected spiritually. Sometimes she gets stuck in this creepy dream in the desert and she can't really get out of it. So I go there. And then I wake her up. So that's what that is.
Lola's such a light worker.
Mm-hmm.
She's been doing a lot of shadow work. It's like it's grounding out and grounding down through her solar plexus. And anytime like any of that stuff is going on, Lola, send it love and then try to allow yourself to release it. Okay?
Also,
Old
yeah.
trauma.
Also, if you ever need help with shadow work, Tiffany and I both work with people with their shadow work. We do it a little bit differently. We do ours through meditation and actually go in with you so you have like that extra comfort with you while you're working. Everything is very confidential. We don't share information. So if you ever need help or you're what?
Inner child. It's inner child. That's where being in a safe circle would be very comfortable for her.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I interrupted you again. Go! Explain!
You're okay.
It's the spirit stuff pushing in on her.
Mm-hmm.
Lola, do you know how to shield? Are you shielding daily? She's not.
We'll message you after this and send you some information on shielding and doing protectors on your energy.
Absolutely. And working with archangels will be really beneficial to you.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll sleep better too. We hope that helped. Go drink you some water, sister.
So dreamwalking is kind of in between an unconscious and lucid dream state.
It's like lucid dreaming, but it's through the spiritual realm. So
You're
like
actually you're lucid dreaming, but you're in a very much deeper sleep. It's the best way I can explain it. There's different levels or different stages of sleep. As a dream walker, you're in a deep sleep, but you're able to control what you're doing. So I look at mine through first person. So I'm literally looking either I look through my eyes. Sometimes I'll see in third person, but very rarely do I see in third person. Most of the time I'm seeing in first person to where I am actually walking it and seeing everything through my eyes and not watching myself doing it.
She works at Walmart. That's that extra stuff that we were feeling.
Girl, I work at a grocery store. I get it.
And the spirit stuff, if they see that she is a medium, they will follow her.
Yep. I put a closer business sign when I'm at work because I also shield my job because I don't like to deal with negative stuff while I'm working.
That would be exciting though for Walmart.
It is. I also shield myself and I put a closer business sign up while I'm working because I don't want people, like customers, loved ones, coming up to me and be like, hey, can you go tell them this and this? I don't want to do that. I don't want to walk up to strangers and be like, hey, by the way, I'm not doing that. I am not the Long Island medium.
Well, and honestly, it's unsolicited. So it's like, like that's a private thing too. She says she usually didn't remember her dreams. The ones you do remember are really important. Write them down.
I keep a dream journal. I write it either on my phone or I have a book too.
I keep it on my phone and in like a voice notes, and I wake up and record the audio of what I've done. Yeah, Facebook user. We can't see who you are, but it says, you guys ever have trouble sleeping long periods? For the past year, I can only sleep 1 hour, at most 3 hours at a time. Figured it's probably because of all the downloads. I have heard about that with the ascension process, that like the higher they're vibrating, the less sleep that they're actually needing. But then it's the opposite for some of the others of us, where we're requiring a lot more sleep.
I only sleep like 3 to 4 hours a night.
How long is it? How long?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I take meds. So I sleep 3 to 4 hours a night straight. But
No,
I'm only...
Since you're awakening, like how many years? Like
It's been 2 years, almost 2 years.
And it's been since your awakening, right?
Yes. I was very much a lucid dreamer before my awakening. I just didn't know what it was.
Oh, hi. They say it's Rory. Well, very nice to meet you, Rory.
Yes, Kim. Yes. You definitely have to close it off when you are not at home.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how, like, I'm a medium and I don't know how I would feel if somebody just walked up to me and been like, hey, so-and-so's here and have a message. I feel like it'd be very uncomfortable.
Ava's like me.
I'm a napper. I have to take a nap though. Like when like around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like I'm done. I need like a 45-minute to an hour nap because I'm just done for the day.
Ava is having the very visceral type of dreams where it is very real with the physical, the smell, all the sensory. And that's like where you have to double check yourself if it's a dream.
Okay. Yes, you need Moonstone then, honey, because what that Moonstone will do is it'll act as your anchor. So if you're in a dream that's like that and you no longer want to be there, it'll slam you back out. It'll help you control what you're seeing.
Yes, Lola, you are a starseed. Your
Yes.
colors in your auric field in your light body definitely say so. And since you've had a Kundalini awakening, we have a friend that does these really cool starseed origin charts. We can hook you up with her. Like when Susan and I got ours done, we were just like, what? Like, oh my gosh.
Yes. Anybody also, while we're on here, Shane does crystal bowl one-on-ones, and he also has crystal bowls on his page that he does every Sunday that are great meditations, and on YouTube that are great meditations. But if you ever want to do a one-on-one with him, I've done a couple meditations one-on-one with him and with Tiffany and I together, and I love meditate. That's the only way I can meditate. I can't meditate to like guided meditations anymore like I used to when I first had my awakening. I'd have to use guided meditations. Now I need either bowls like Shane does or complete silence to meditate.
Shane, could you share your 12-hour black screen link? He has put together a compilation of his different bowl sessions for like a 12-hour black screen. And I listen to that at night. And it really, really helps me with sleeping and helps clear my space. And I wake up a lot better.
Also, I do rain. I do sleep with rain sounds at night. Rain sounds also is very good to sleep with as well. It's like that. I don't know. That's like the only thing I could sleep with for a really long time is rain.
My 432 hertz solfeggios. So like on YouTube, 432 hertz solfeggios will help. Lola, for you, we can explore more of what kind of picking up for Starseed stuff with you. I'm really feeling like that connection to the Pleiades and then some Andromedan. Kim says my son has autism. He never sleeps more than 4 hours at a time. I don't think he dreams or sees things and can't express it. He is probably a rainbow child. So with that, he's very bright, very much a light worker. So he could require less sleep.
Yes. Anybody looking for the 12-hour video, Shane posted it in here. He also posted his link tree. So anybody that's looking to see what he offers, go to his link tree. He has great things in there.
Sure, Laura Ann. I guess or no pendulum questions perfect. Kim says she does oceans. Facebook user, the chat, if you want to go in from a different post to see the chats and for us to see who you are, you can go in from my business page, Modern Mystic on Facebook, or Solistic Susan, and you can click on our live to everyone's chat. Hope says that she saw a spirit last week, and she has it in a picture, so she's guessing it's a good spirit. It depends.
It depends. My thing I always tell people, if you are working with any type of spirit, you need to tell it, I love you. Tiffany will say the same thing. A lower level they don't not comprehend love and or be able to say it. So if you are a medium and you are unsure, always say I love you before going forward and working with any spirit, especially if you're new to it.
And ask your guardian angels and team to help protect you. And check in with yourself, your intuition. If you're getting kind of a tight, creepy, heavy feeling, that would be more of a negative. If you feel more uplifted, then that would be more of a positive.
Are you on Modern Mystic the group or Modern Mystic the page? Because if you're in the group, it's not. You need to go to the page.
Oh yes, the business page. Of course, Kim. Wow, we have a lot of questions tonight.
I know.
Here.
I
have
try
as well.
Yes, I'm gonna try. Okay, so you're gonna want to get chamomile tea before bed. You're gonna want to put nutmeg and cinnamon in that chamomile tea with a little bit of honey. The nutmeg and the cinnamon are really good for inflammation and restless legs, and the honey is very good for just like the inside of and the chamomile will have that calming effect that will help you feel more tired because it'll relax you.
And fibro does affect our sleep patterns. Because we're not really, when you have fibro, your nervous system is like on high alert 24/7. And so you're not really getting that REM sleep. And so it does make you very, very tired. and you're exhausted and fatigued and more brain fogged. And so like drinking like a chamomile tea or something like that will help. And I sleep with a heating pad or a weighted blanket. That does help as well. I was feeling into it. Who else did we have? Pendulum question. Laura Ann, what was your pendulum question? Okay, we have got Selena Harrelson. Are you still here with us? Oh, and
We have Kat first.
Kat is first.
Ouch. My ears are hurting.
Hearing could help as well, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot going on with Sharon. I was feeling into that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, Sharon, try taking a salt bath right before bed because it'll really relax and help with that muscle and the prickiness from the fibro. It'll help with that nervous system and relax you a little bit too if you're with the salt baths.
And she's an empath and an HSP.
Yeah. It'll help ground her out too and remove any extra energy that's keeping her awake as well, especially if she's ungrounded.
Black tourmaline, girl. You need black tourmaline, Sharon. I waited for it.
Yes. Also, 3 nights with Shane. That'll also help. It'll clear out all that extra stuff too. So, 3-night healings are amazing. I get them done often. So does Tiffany.
And we can also do Reiki with you today if you want us to.
Yeah.
We'll get to the rest of the questions in a minute. Let's get to Kat. We're getting lots of questions.
This one came up a lot on my last reading too.
She got a spirit card. Okay. Ooh, Kat, some stuff going on, girlfriend.
Yeah. All right, love. This one came up a lot on my last reading too. So this one is tend to the small things. You need to go more inward on this, girl. You're looking at everything you're looking too much at the big picture instead of bringing it in. Normally we don't say that, but if you are too far out looking at a picture, you're going too far ahead in your life to actually see or be able to understand what's going on. You need to bring that in and focus on the now. Because you're I know I have anxiety, so I do it too. I'm a what if thinker. It's really hard to turn off what if thinkings. So especially when you are a worrier, you struggle with that because you like everything a certain way in a certain pattern and planned out a certain way. But the thing is about life is you can't control it because there's too many other people that play within your life that affect how your life alters. So you need to bring that energy in and think smaller. Go day by day. Stop planning your future so far out. And you need to be at peace. You need to take that time. You need to do the meditation. I'm feeling like you are struggling a little bit with meditations. I do too sometimes. When I first started doing my waking, I did what we called the daily calm. Mostly because it was a different meditation every day. It wasn't the same meditation that I was doing every day because they upload a new one every single day on YouTube, and they're like 15, 20-minute meditations, and they're not very long either. So I'm feeling like you really need to bring yourself in and ground yourself and work on that meditation, because slow and steady wins the race. Again, you are moving way too fast. You need to take some time and work on you. I feel like you had some shadow work that is either coming up or has just come up that you are either working through or about ready to face. If you ever need any help with that, again, Tiffany and I both work with shadow work with people. Sometimes it's okay to do by yourself. I do a lot of shadow work on my own. Sometimes you need that extra help. Sometimes it's something that you just can't work through on your own, so you can't get through it. So you need to slow and steady wins the race. So slow yourself down. Be in the now. And then it's time to collaborate. This is telling you to listen. You need to listen to what's going on around you. You need to listen because you're so busy all the time that you're not listening to what your guides are trying to tell you or your higher self, because you're not taking the time to slow down. So take that time to slow down. You also got the Friendship Fairy card. So fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with the correct people. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are good for your energy and are going to be there when you are at your lowest. Because if you're just surrounding yourself with people that are just there when they need you, it's not an even energy exchange, and it's exhausting. Because it's so much ego involved with that. And it's a narcissistic trait, and as a codependent, you really need to weed out who's going to listen when you're having a crappy day and who's just going to be there for themselves. And the people that are just going to be themselves, you no longer need in your life, because they're not going to be there to help with any of your energy. They're literally sucking it dry. So make sure that you're aligning yourself with the correct people. I went ranty. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I'm pretty much in line with that. She got the ever unfolding rose. It's kind of like the tower card of the Starseed deck. And she's had some of those tower moments where realizations have happened. And this could involve those around you. This could involve some situations in life. And when it comes to this, it's about being practicing and reminding that life is happening for you, not to you, because of that rebirth, that coming out of that cave, that stepping into the light, shedding the old layers, getting down to the core of who you are, reclaiming your sovereignty, reclaiming who you are, and standing in your power. Because you've been doing some cord cutting. Those toxic people in your life, the ones that are draining you, it's time to finish cutting those cords, to untether yourself. And this could also be untethering yourself from past experiences. You're supposed to call back your power. This is about standing in your truth, standing in your sovereignty, and protecting your own energy, allowing yourself to forgive those that need to forgive, so that way you can release any resentments that you've had from situations. Because, girl, I got the bitch fire card for you. This one rings.
Yes.
Up.
I love that card.
I was like, wow, she got the bitch fire. It's time for you to stand up for yourself.
Speaking your truth right there.
speaking your truth, standing in your power, reclaiming your sovereignty, cutting out those toxic relationships that are more on the narcissistic end, because your life is your canvas and you are the artist. You are a manifester and you got the spirit card. And the spirit card is all about the reminder of your manifestation abilities. And the thing is when it comes to manifestation, we're manifesting what we're constantly thinking about. So that is where monitoring kind of our thoughts and our thought patterns are going to help you with that. Because if we're stuck in that negative thought pattern, then that is going to start creating what we're thinking about. So try to redirect some of the thought patterns, because that is part of your natural state is abundance. And if you can imagine something consistently as truth, then you can and will create it. You are so on the right path. So keep believing, keep manifesting, and you're going to see those results, because you, my dear, have been having more upgrades within your awakening, and you are a starseed. We know that. And you're supposed to remember what lights you up and to do what sets your soul on fire. You need that spark. It's like to reignite that spark within you, to reignite that strength, that creativity within you, because that's going to help to release a lot of emotions and a lot of things that have been built up, and for you to stand in your power. Hope that helped. We love you. She loves ranty, she said.
I get a little ranty.
I do have a comment up here for Sharon. She mentioned she doesn't have a bathtub. She moved into a bungalow and she used to soak in magnesium salts. I take a magnesium supplement. It's a liquid supplement. If you can't get that, you can take the tablets. I also recommend a vitamin D, because most of us that have fibro or any kind of autoimmune stuff, we're low in vitamin D.
There's also, if you go on Amazon, there is a tablet you can stick in your shower and it'll activate with your shower water. I don't know. Also, I know you're not, I don't know if you're Reiki or not, but if you are, even so, you can take your healing energy from your hands and just create that Reiki ball. You don't need to be a Reiki practitioner to do this.
An energy healing ball.
It's an energy healing ball, and what I do is I will literally make it, and I will place it around the shower head, and it's essentially giving you a Reiki shower, which is healing you.
And there are some that don't have or don't take baths, but what they do is they'll have like a fine grained Himalayan salt in the shower, and they will rub that on their body. And as they're doing so, they are releasing any kind of negativity that has been attached to them throughout the day. And they sprinkle some on their feet and then they rinse off. So that might be something that you can do. Something else that helps with the fibro is a good vitamin supplement, because a lot of times we're just very vitamin deficient as well. Teresa.
Blow up. Yes, they do. Sorry, they have blow up baths for $50 on Amazon. I was reading. I went squirrel. So she says, hi, I just have a question. I am planning to take my learner's test tomorrow, and I just wanted to know, do you see me passing? I'm super excited. All right.
The thing about this, and we're going to explain, is this is a probability. So this is based on current circumstances that are lining up at this exact moment. Those circumstances can always change based on free will, but this is the highest outcome. Is she going to pass her test on her next test? I got a yes. I'm going to check another pendulum there.
I got a yes on both.
Me too. So that is a very high probability that you will pass. So we hope this helps. You'll have to let us know. I think there was somebody else that said, "Aw, Cat,
I understand what it's like to remove. Yes,
girl, same,
I get it.
same."
And
We
if
love
you ever
you.
need any help, you can always reach out to one of us. One of us is always here to help.
And I know Laura Ann, she's just charging her phone. Lori, did you have a question? Oh, there we go. Rory's right as well. Low iron can make it worse.
Yes, I have restless legs really bad. I'm also very much anemic. I take extra iron supplements.
I do too.
They also have a tablet that's specifically for restless leg syndrome that helps as well.
Also, a good melatonin or valerian at night. It's very calming to the system, the nervous system.
Also, if I don't know if you do CBD, you can buy the tablets or smoke it or any
Sublingual.
yes. It helps with anxiety, it helps with inflammation, it helps with nervous systems. It's really great it helps with pain.
I take it.
Take it
Inflammation.
at night before you go to bed. I have problems with my feet swelling as well, and it really helps with that, especially as an energy worker. A lot of my energy, it goes into my feet, and my feet swell up when I do too much energy work. So I would suggest also some sort of CBD, either oil or tablets, or I buy the flower and I smoke the CBD flower.
I do drops underneath my tongue for the CBD, and then I do smoke a Delta 8, which does
Yes.
help as well with pain.
Yes, the Delta 8 is the flower.
Tammy, she's typically intuitive with breathing issues due to family stuff. Shielding girlfriend, asking your team and guardian angels to help you.
Yes, because especially when you're around toxic people, they're like leeches. They just drain you. They just drain you of energy.
If you have selenite, you could give yourself like an aura cleanse with selenite or black obsidian, which is a natural cord cutter, and just kind of around your body, take it and imagine all of those cords, anything negative being removed from you.
Sharon, yes, I have tried CBD oils and CBD tablets, and I've also tried CBD edibles, and none of them have worked for me. I've found that only the flower itself has worked with any of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you try smoking the flower, it's a lot more concentrated.
Well, in with the sublingual, I get it from my rheumatologist because I have lupus and fibro, and it's a hemp CBD.
Yes.
But with that, you do have to take it a higher concentration, which is why I do the sublingual drops that go underneath the tongue, because you do get that higher concentration of it, and take the highest concentration that you can taper it. So like start at like 800 and then work your way up to like 1,000 a day. You could do morning and evening. If you start too high with the CBD, it can give you gastrointestinal issues. And trust me, it's like not good. Not good. So taper it up. But a good sublingual would be really good. A natural one with no flavor. CBD. Aw. She gets no ease. Sharon, are you on a gluten-free diet or some kind of autoimmune protocol type of inflammation diet? I am not the best at this, but I can tell you that Certain foods really do flare up the fibro and cause more inflammation. Like nightshades are really not good for us. So that'd be like tomatoes and stuff like that. So maybe try some diet stuff for fibro and kind of see if that helps.
I do sort of a mix between like a keto diet and like a regular food. So a really good one, you've probably seen or heard of it, is peppers. I take either peppers or cucumbers and I cut them into slices and I put cream cheese and everything bagel seasoning on them. And it's a healthy snack, but it's also high in nutrients as well.
I do celery and peanut butter.
Which is fine because it has that protein in it as well. Celery is really good for your system.
She needs more anti-inflammatory foods as well to kind of help with that diet stuff. This is me speaking as a patient. I do have to take gabapentin to help with the neuropathy that comes with fibro because of the pain that comes with it. And that does help to calm our nervous system down. So if you haven't been, treated with like some kind of fibro medication like a Lyrica or a gabapentin, you may ask your doctor because it can give you some relief. I don't like getting medical advice, but that is coming from another fibro patient. We share our experiences.
Hi, Lori. How are you?
Ah, Lori. Bless her. I put on a lot of weight, Sharon. With my lupus, I take a lot of steroids for that, and I weigh the most I have in my life. I'm in bed a lot too with some of it. So, don't beat yourself up for that at all because it's not your fault. Lori,
Oh,
you're good.
yeah, we're good.
Is anyone else?
We have Kalina. Anybody that's just popping on, we're doing $20 card readings and $40 for Reiki.
Selena. Is she still here?
Yeah.
Selena.
Also, anybody that's interested, Terrestrial Vibes, which is through Shane, is doing energy clearing workshop on December 15th. It's $222. But if you use the code Modern Mystic, all capitalized, no spaces, it's 20% off. And I will also be attending the workshop, and so will Tiffany.
Selena is here.
Oh, thank you, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
I love you. Sorry, my ears keep hurting I have to keep taking my earbuds out and switching them.
We're going to have to get you a different set.
I need the ones that just go over my ear and not inside my ears because they're sensitive. I love your face. Of course, Lori.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, we're a little chatty tonight.
We needed to be, though. There were a lot of questions there.
Yeah. Ooh, girl.
She's definitely got some stuff here. I'm trying to piece it together. Let's see what's going on.
All right, well, that makes sense. All right, here we go. If I'm pronouncing, is it Kalina?
Selena.
Selena. I don't know why I wanted to say Kaylina, but that's what I wanted to do. We're adding an extra A in there. All right, love. You got the Hummingbird Spirit, which is be here now. I feel like this is coming up for a lot of people tonight is being in the now. I feel like everybody's looking so further ahead for their future instead of just being in the present space. Because you need to watch and wait. You're looking so far ahead, you're not watching and waiting what's going on around you. Because magic is working through you. So with the magic working through you, you need to make sure that you are shielding yourself and grounding yourself daily. Especially as a light worker, an empath. I feel like I preach this every time, but grounding is so important if you are an empath or a light worker or do any energy work in general, because you're essentially removing your day. You're removing your day from yourself. And I feel like everybody needs to be doing that, especially if you have trouble meditating. Grounding is a much faster process as well. And you need to make your dreams real. So by making your dreams real, you need to really focus on, like I said, the here and now. Stop looking so far ahead. Because everything has its own place and its own time. So if you're looking too far ahead, you're trying to predict a future that has not been told yet. And by doing that, you're getting lost in your day, or you're getting frustrated because things aren't working at a faster pace for you. And you also need to work on your protection, because I got the protection card for you. And it says, the fairies of protection are shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So make sure you're putting up your shields. Make sure you're doing that protection. Especially if you're doing any spiritual work or any energy work or just going out in general around large groups of people. It's really just about protecting your own energy. And by protecting your own energy, you'll feel less exhausted and you'll feel more in your space. I don't know what you got, girl.
I got the round and round card again, and it kind of goes along with that. She's very sensitive. She's very intense, like an empath.
Yes.
And when it comes to this, so often we get stuck in situations that are just like we're on a merry-go-round. And it's like the same old thing over and over and over again. And I'm really feeling there's some family stuff here. And when it comes that round and round, that is where you have got to step up and set those boundaries. It's time for you to break those patterns, and that is breaking some of that codependency, some of the people-pleasing tendencies, some of the carrying other people's junk and weight as your own. It's time to loosen those burdens. And that's where, like Susan always says, and I say it, no is a complete sentence. And you've got to surround yourself with your balcony people. And when it comes to the basement people, you've got to put up that boundary with them, even if they aren't a family member. You've got to put up that boundary.
Yeah, and you have to also realize that self-love is not selfish. I say this every time too. Self-love is not selfish. If anything, it's the best reward you can ever give to yourself, because if you can't love yourself, you're not helping anyone.
And the thing is that so many of us, like, we're kind of taught
yes,
in early childhood or young childhood, because of family dynamics, that self-love was kind of like, a selfish thing, like you said. And so it is, it's like that early childhood programming stuff, that inner child work that I really feel is coming up for you. And that is where seeking guidance, like what you're doing right now, asking for a reading, seeking guidance can kind of help put you back on that path, can kind of help you resolve those issues, because you are supposed to let yourself be seen. It's time to quit dimming your light. It's time for you to cleanse out that toxicity. We mentioned this earlier with some others. Cleanse out your space. Cleanse out the things that are not serving your highest good. Because if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And that's a really big question for a lot of us. If you knew you would be supported, what is it you would do? Because you got the High Priestess card. It's time to stand up. How are you being called to lead? Girls, be quiet. How are you being called to lead? How are you being called to help others? Because you got the Wild card. You have got new openings happening up in your life, new synchronicities. This is that stepping more into who you are and stepping into your awakening, because you get to decide. You get to decide how you live your life. You get to dictate who you allow in your life, and you get to decide the direction that your life is going to go and the choices that you make. And you just sometimes need that reminder. And don't be so serious. All right, have some fun. Do the things you love. Do the things that set your soul on fire, because it is so healing and it is so cathartic. Did you get anything else, Susan?
No.
What? It's okay with me if the ladies are okay with it. What's that?
Oh, if Laura Ann can send her money through Shane because he has Cash App.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I didn't know.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine, Laura Ann. Sharon, absolutely. If you could word it in a yes or no type of question. Rachel, love your face. I'm here with Sharon. Sharon, if you want to message me privately, we can talk more. I've been on Cymbalta for a long time, girl. I understand. Oh, girl. Yeah. Sharon, if you feel comfortable messaging me, please do.
Does love pertain to those cards at all? Yes, it pertains to you loving yourself.
Wait, what?
She asked if the love pertains to any of those cards. Loving yourself is probably the hardest love you can ever have. It's the hardest and the most rewarding.
Right now, it's about self-love. And it's about standing in your power and giving yourself that unconditional love that you need to thrive. That unconditional love that you need to shine your light. Because it's time for you to step in your power. And it's time for you to stop. Don't dim your light for people. Be who you are, and that authentic alignment is what's needed.
Yeah, and the more you work on yourself and the more you do that self-love, the more you are going to attract somebody that's actually going to be respectful of your boundaries and respectful as you as a human and as a person and as a soul connection. But you need,
yeah.
I mean, loving yourself gives off a completely different energy to people.
And as you raise your vibration, you attract the people that are going to match you a lot more closely.
Especially on a spiritual level. Because as doing what Tiffany and I are doing, I got divorced in June. Okay. So
years ago.
I was with somebody who did not understand and who was very close-minded of my spiritual journey. So it no longer aligned with the life that I was now living. So in order to attract the man that I'm with now, I had to do a lot of self-care and self-healing and shadow work and really work on who I am to attract the right person to be in my life. So by doing all of that work, you're giving off a different vibration. And not only are you getting the love that you will need, you're also getting that understanding and that deep-seated love that's actually real.
More of an unconditional type of love, not one that has strings attached to it.
Right. Not one with conditions. You want one with
rid of this person.
Yeah, you don't want the one with conditions. Because having love with conditions is complicated and it's stressful and it's narcissistic. Because you should never have conditions with love.
Well, they should love you who you are and see you for who you are. And you should be able to shine your light as bright as you can and be accepted for everything that you have to offer.
Yep.
I didn't realize it wasn't a live reading though, correct? Did I like miss something?
I didn't see her ask a question, but
No, me either. I mean, we're doing like readings for your soul highest good. So that's what the guidance is to, break some patterns, empower yourself and give yourself that self-love and self-care that you need. We
got that scammer.
I got him. Please, for God.
Lori, are you still here for Reiki?
Let me double check. Let's see here.
When I get readings, I feel like my life has already passed the cards I get. I've literally worked on myself for the last 2.5 years. Honey, there's no time length to work on yourself. It's an ongoing process. And all I have done is work on myself and out of myself first, not out always. So I feel as though this life already. I just dated somebody I can't read, and I usually can't. All right. I'm going to tell you a whole story.
Oh, my.
All right. I could not read my ex-husband at all. 0. I'm very much an empath. I'm very much an empath. I can smell bullshit from a mile away. You couldn't lie to me if you wanted to. This man, I don't know. For somebody who wasn't spiritual, he was sure good at hiding how he felt.
I think that he didn't really feel all that much sometimes.
He didn't. And that's the thing. As a light worker, we also attract narcissistic people who mirror our emotions at first, because that's how they hook you.
They copy.
All right? Until they no longer can put on that facade because it's too exhausting. So when you're mirroring somebody, if they're mirroring your emotions or they're mirroring who you are, you're essentially trying to read yourself.
And you're falling in love with yourself.
So it's trying to break those narcissistic patterns and finding somebody that fits within your spirituality and fits within your life, not somebody that just is there for the ride.
I just say be cautious for red flags with this one, just because the cards did bring up that there is some codependency still there. I've been doing healing since the beginning of my spiritual journey, which was over 11 years ago. And it doesn't stop. Like, it's a continuous healing process. Things that I thought that I had healed and cleared out pop up on me all the time. And I end up in situations that end up being very similar to the ones that I had been in the past. And then all of a sudden I'm like, how did this happen to me? And it's because I still need to finish healing and learning those lessons. Hope that helped. And that what I got was not a reading for the past. It was soul guidance from higher self.
And I'm proud of you for loving yourself. Like, girl, yes.
How long has she been dating him, I wonder?
You just started dating somebody you can't read.
She's very much an empath, so she needs to tune in on that one. All right. All right. We have got Charles. We will get to you. Okay. Definitely. And Laura Ann, do we have her on the list?
Yeah, I put her on.
Good. Okay. And Shannon asked about her ex-partner. I wonder if she. Okay. Sharon, absolutely. Oh, here we go. Sharon, will my ex-partner, John, contact me to talk and open up about how he still feels before Christmas? So we have a timeline there. Will John contact her before Christmas? Okay.
I mean, I'm getting a yes, but again, this is with working with two different people. People's minds change within seconds. So as of right now, it is a yes, but even with having a timeline, that can always alter.
I'm getting a yes on both as well. As of right now, with the way things currently are and the way the situation is currently with life circumstances, it is a yes.
All right. Charles.
Charles said, will Hilda be visiting?
I'm getting a no.
I'm getting a no as well. I'm going to check on my other pendulum. Will Hilda be visiting Charles? Will Hilda be visiting Charles? I got a no again.
I also got to know. Also, just remember when you're working with one or more people, people's decisions change. It could be a no now and a yes tomorrow. But as of right now, in her mind, it's a no.
Amy, we'll get to you in a little bit.
Will I get my beer and chicken wings soon? I mean, if you're offering to buy me some beer and chicken wings, I mean, have at it. But if not, I mean, I
We
don't
don't
tell
drink
you.
that.
I don't drink. So, I mean, I will eat the shit out of some chicken wings, though.
Have you ordered your beer and chicken wings? Let's do that first.
I love people. I love them. Lori, you're up next. Sweet Jesus.
All right. Lori.
You're very welcome, Charlie.
Oh, yes. Rachel got a no as well. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. Also, anybody that is looking to get Starseed charting readings done, Rachel, right there, she's the woman to go to. She is phenomenal.
She doesn't give herself enough credit. It is amazing. She puts it
Phenomenal. And like she gives you information for days.
She puts it in a chart. She explains how to read it.
She explains the what the different star seeds are, their characteristics, how they play in with each other, all of it. She's phenomenal. So if you guys are looking to get some charting done, that's not just your birth chart, but your star seed charting, that is who you need to go to. Phenomenal.
Rachel. All right, Lori.
Sorry, I got really excited.
Amy, don't understand. It is supposed to be a date with someone. I don't understand.
And
someone's supposed to take Amy on a date for beer and chicken wings.
Okay, you gotta put that in a full.
Yeah, we need clarity.
We need a full sentence there because it sounded like you were trying to insult us at first, which is why we were sarcastic.
Yeah, it sounded like because we get people who will ask like different, and so that's where we were like, what? So you can ask like, is so-and-so going to ask me on a date, or is so-and-so going to take me on a date, or something like that.
I keep blocking this thing.
I can hear it every time you inhale. It is like.
You're welcome. You are so welcome.
It's all.
You're all welcome.
Amy, you want to reword it? We're happy to answer yes or no. If you could reword it to clarify.
We apologize for the sarcasm.
It was kind of funny because it was like, what? All right, we got Lori.
All right. Well, we're going to do Lori's Reiki, Amy. If you could write that out and we will answer your question for you after we
And we
do.
got cards for our love, Rachel.
We have Rachel and Laura for cards because Laura sent hers to Shane.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Rachel, you need to set up a business page for your Starseed readings. I'm just saying.
We can help you. It needs to happen, girl. And she needs to do cards with us sometimes because she's really good.
She is really good. Lori, every time I connect with you to do Reiki of any sort, I just love your energy so much.
And her husband is always right there.
He is. Did you go buy yourself lilies?
Gosh, she's bright.
I always feel like we never really need to do a whole lot. Like, she's so well balanced all the time. Like, she works so hard to keep herself balanced and her energy grounded.
That Kundalini could use a little bit of love. Maybe some Kundalini Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
Her higher heart activation.
You're ascending, love. Your Kundalini's moved up.
I was going to say that. Are you having any like symptoms, like ascension symptoms with the Schumann resonance and all these solar
Headaches.
flares?
I get headaches. I don't know about y'all.
Girl, me too.
And then I'm tired, or my anxiety gets really high.
She bought a bouquet of lilies.
Thank you.
She does have some extra stress that she feels like she's carrying. Holiday stuff. Kamarasha. 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 Raku. Raku. Her mediumship is going to open up more. She's a channel. Is it work stuff, Lori? Okay.
Also, Lori, with you being a medium channel, if you want to get with us so we can go over that with you, because you're going to need extra protection when your mediumship fully comes online, especially being a medium channel.
She works with a lot of people that come into her business. A lot of fatigue. Gonna send her, that's the ascension stuff. Gonna send you an extra boost. grounding a lot of energy. You need to be grounding like on a daily basis, just like consciously like send energy down through your root chakra, through your earth star, through the surface of the earth, and bring that letting Mother Earth energy back up into your system to kind of help flush the rest of that stuff out, and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. She's going to be communicating with the angelics. And seeing their colors more. More clairvoyance kicking in with that third eye. Taking authority. If you can check your calendar on the 15th, Shane is amazing. He's going to be having his energy clearing workshop. And I'm really feeling that that's a workshop that can really, really help you with kind of taking more control of some of the stuff that you're picking up and help you learn to release it better and to learn more how our energy body works. It'd be a great introduction for that.
Yes. Rachel, I also feel like you would benefit from that as well.
Oh my gosh, Rachel should take it. Needs to take it. Rachel's already a master level at Reiki, but it's like
this will really help her open up her master level at Reiki and really help her learn how to control that energy a lot better.
And he does a great job of explaining how like energetic tethers happen between us and other people. And
which is why he's constantly on us. Make sure you're cutting cords. That's why I keep black obsidian right next to me, and you'll see me put my hand over here, and I'll put my hand on it to remove cords from the person I read before.
How are you feeling, Laurie? Are you okay? We kind of think it was that. And Susan did Kundalini Reiki, so that should energize you a lot more and ground that energy. Maybe surround yourself in a pillar of light as well. Steve Novell has a great guided meditation for a pillar of light for light workers. You just YouTube it, and it's a really good one. It's a guided meditation. She says, "Am." Huh?
I think it's I am, because you asked her if she was feeling better.
Are you feeling better? Okay. I'm like, am. A.M.? We hope that helps, and we just adore you so much, and you are such an earth angel.
We just love your energy. You're so welcome, love. Amy, will he take me out for a date? I have mixed feelings about him. I am also an empath. Well, honey, go with your gut feeling firstly. Your gut feeling is usually not wrong.
And I'm wondering what mixed feelings, if there's something that's giving her a red flag, or if there's something that's like triggering her to have those feelings, that is where, like Susan said, trust your first instinct. He may be a creeper or something, you never know.
I'm also getting a no.
I'm getting a no as well. Let me double check. I got a no again. Definitely have the discernment up with this one. Keep those boundaries. I'm not getting a good vibe at all.
Rachel, are you here, love? You are up next.
Autumn, she says me too, and I just came here. Autumn, I just love you.
I do love Autumn.
She's like, I just came on and she's getting bad vibes. Yeah, I don't get woman fuzzy at all. Like my heart space was like telling me no. Rachel is here. What deck am I gonna do for Rachel? Deck.
I'm doing tarot, and I never do tarot cards.
I'll let you do tarot. I am gonna have fun with this one. Rachel, I hardly ever pull from this deck. It is called Believing Your Own Magic.
Ooh. Oh, girl. I am going to use the book a little bit because the book gives more information, and I don't read tarot as often as I would like.
I love the affirmations.
And the affirmations in this in the Light Seers deck. Anybody that's looking for a really good tarot deck, the Light Seers deck is phenomenal. It has great information in it for each thing and great descriptions, and they all have affirmations.
Dude.
And affirmations are a beautiful thing to have on a daily basis, especially if you're just pulling cards for just yourself. That's a way for you to get your daily affirmation for the day. All right, the first card I got from you, hon, is the Knight of Wands. And this is all about being free and really stepping into that power and really owning who you are. What have you been dreaming about? The Knight of Wands is in and out of your reading is with messages of adventure. So this is all about taking that step, taking that leap of faith, going on that adventure, really stepping into who you are and not questioning the unknown. So taking that step of basically, she's beating a drum. Walking to your own drum, beating your own music, making your own walking. How's that saying go? I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Walking on drum beat.
And with this one, it says, in the pursuit of the image, of the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with the infectious feeling of inspiration. So again, this is all about being inspired, walking into your own, making it walk. Yes. Thank you. Walking to the beat of your own drum.
Absolutely.
Because you also got it's been a minute since I've read tarot cards, I feel like.
You're doing good. Don't doubt yourself. The more you do them live, the more comfortable I get.
You also got the Page of Wands. So this is all about explosive creativity. This is who you are as a person. You have an infectious enthusiasm, ideal, creative beginnings. You have newly found inspiration, honing in on new skills and passion. The Page is a free spirit who carries infectious enthusiasm with her, which is who you are as a person. Delight is in the youthful raw and you are so helpful for everybody that doesn't know you. You are so helpful, and you always have such wise words. And she really does. And it says, as a dreamer of my dreams, I spontaneously and passionately ignite my flame. So again, this is about igniting who you are. Stop questioning who you are as a person, because you are enough. Because you also got the Hermit. And the Hermit is all about it's time to make space for your sacred aloneness and self-care. If you are feeling disconnected from your spiritual north, this time of solitary withdrawals will help you to connect with your own compass. So this is all about connecting with yourself, your soul purpose, your spiritual awakening, and your deep inner wisdom. Speak your truth. This is all about speaking your truth. Making sure you're your own inner guide, your inner sage, your inner mentor, your inner guide. Show me my brightest light so I may see with all of my heart. With all of your heart. Speak your truth. Even if it doesn't need to be heard, make it louder. Make the noise. Use that drum so everybody can hear you. Because you also got the Six of Swords. And this is all about finding that path. Being drawn there. Expressing yourself. Making sure that, you know what, it's okay. Sometimes life happens. And that's okay. Give me a second here. This is all about transition. Helping arrivals at the perfect time. You are moving through a period of realignment. And things can feel a little bit turbulent during these times of transition. Trust that the best future awaits you on the other side of this change. Maybe you're going through the rites of passage or the intense spiritual transformation. You need to, the affirmation for this is so great. I accept help as I easily cross this transition. So this is all about going through that transition, getting pulled there, getting turbulent, getting shoved, but not taking any shit along the way. This is all about stepping into your own and owning who you are and not having anybody around you question your authority, question your authenticity, and question who you are as a person. This is all about finding your voice and owning it and not apologizing for speaking your truth. Because so many of us apologize. I say sorry 10 million times a day, and I don't even know what I'm saying sorry for. I just say it. I say it because that's what my brain is wired to do. Yeah, but what my counselor said, look up I'm sorry for abuse victims.
It is.
It's wired to my brain to apologize for shit that I'm not even sorry for. I apologize. Exactly. I apologize because Marcus had to walk around me while I was sweeping the floor. There was no reason for me to apologize.
But and then I still said it. Apologize, and you're like, "Well, I'm sorry," and you're like, "Ah."
And yeah, he's like, "You don't need to apologize. You didn't do anything." And then I apologize for apologizing. Stop apologizing. We all need to work on it. It's a hard thing to shut off when you've done it for so long, especially if you've been in places where you feel like you're trapped or you feel like you need to feel small. Well, guess what, honey? These cards right here are telling you you no longer need to be small. Don't ever let anybody make you feel less than what you are worth, and fill up the whole room with you.
Shine that light, baby.
I got preachy again. I'm sorry.
No, you were channeling that information. Beautiful. So beautiful. And it with the sorry thing, so many of us, it's that people pleasing coping mechanism that we develop to keep the peace whenever we are in situations where we are kind of having to walk on eggshells.
When you're in flight or flight 90% of your life, that's what your brain does. It's because we don't like conflict. And the best way to exit conflict is to apologize for nothing.
Or take responsibility for someone else's, behavior because you're just trying to keep the peace because you don't want to fight. It's like, and it becomes toxic to us because it's not in alignment, like Susan was saying, and it's not within our authentic truth. And it's a really hard thing to reprogram. Susan catches me all the time where I'll start to say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Don't say I'm sorry. You know, but because our in that part of that's inner child stuff too, like assisting our inner child with that healing, especially when we grow up in like a toxic environment. And, you know, we were apologizing to try to keep the peace with our parents or something like that. And that's where I got something kind of similar. And this is not part of that. This just was in that deck for some reason. It's a Starseed card, and it is about your soul family. And this is about not doing it alone. And this is about knowing that you're not alone and that you have sisters, that you have soul tribe, you have people that have your back, and you have people that are your balcony people and that want to lift you up and help inspire you to be as magnificent as you are, to inspire you to shine that radiant light that you have. And you don't have to do it alone. You don't. You know, and I know Rachel's really hard about, you know, reaching out with, you know, I'm very hard about it. You know, I'm bad about it too. Susan is too, you know, and it's us overcoming that aspect of being vulnerable and understanding that we are not bothering the people that love us. The people that love us, that are our balcony people, that are there by our side, you're not going to be a burden. You're not going to be an extra weight for them. So reach out. If you've got some shit going on, message us because we're here. Because another card that was in that deck is a spirit card. Dear you.
I love you.
My boxes are like jacked up, y'all.
They stress me out.
Like random cards. I was like, hey, where'd that come from? Random cards in a deck that I haven't even opened in a while. My ADHD, my organization skills suck. Rachel, you honestly are in really good shape right now, and Spirit says that they're doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with Spirit and co-create your own miracles. You wonder where all this is going, perhaps. But if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. So ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts at this moment? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with your higher power? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by yourself? Get rid of negative energy and resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please, because you can do your life beautifully and create the most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. And you have a huge cheering section over there, by the way, and they love you always. So that's another thing. Not only calling on your sisters and your friends and your balcony people, but your spirit team, your angels, your guides. That's them saying, hey, we're here too. Ask us for assistance. Ask us for that guidance that you're needing. Ask us for the things that you're needing. Because you, my dear, got lavender. You are supposed to surround yourself with love. And I love this picture. She has like a witch's hat on. They're like chilling in a Zen den, hanging out. There's a cat.
I have a Zen den.
There's lavender hanging on the wall. This is self-love. And surrounding yourself with love, surrounding yourself with people that you can truly shine your light with. I want to hang out there too. Seriously. Susan's room kind of looks like that, by the way.
I have a Zen den.
It's time to weave together the crown that you deserve. And this is roses and thorns. It's time to weave together the crown that you deserve and to put that crown back on, because you are a queen. You are a queen. And as queens helping lift each other up, it's our job to help straighten each other's crowns. So if you feel like yours is getting a little tilted, or a little sideways, or you forgot to put it on. You know, reach out to the people that are going to help remind you who you are, because you've got to wear that crown and you can be your own knight.
Girl, you will always get an honest answer from me.
Well, and it's like one of those things that she doesn't need a prince or a knight in shining armor to come save her. She's not a damsel in distress. She is an empowered, strong, beautiful, shiny woman. And sometimes we just need that reminder that you are your own knight. You don't need that knight in shining armor to slay any kind of dragon for you. You could go like arm up and slay, you know, not that we want to slay dragons because we love them, but that's just a metaphor. So be your own knight. And it's time to slow down and celebrate. Allow yourself to enjoy what it is that you've created. I love her outfit. Allow yourself to sit back on your throne, be that queen that you are, and enjoy everything that you have manifested and brought into your life, all that hard work. Remember to practice that self-love. Take that time for, I like her too. I like the fact it's like weight inclusive as well. Take that time for yourself. Take that time to nurture you. Once you get those kids to bed, take that time to do what you need to do. Not go, you know, just like not go work and not go pamper you. Allow yourself to be pampered, because right now your garden is ready to bloom. You are such a hard worker and you are so connected to the divine. You are so connected to yourself. You are so connected to nature. The fact that, like, you know, you got the garden card and the lavender card and the, you know, it is you knowing that something lovely is truly growing from all that you have planted. And it's time for your garden to bloom. Time for you to enjoy everything you worked so hard on. And I hope this helps and resonates. And we love you so much. And this deck, Miss Autumn, is the Believe in Your Magic deck.
Also, anybody getting on here, if you want Starseed reading charts done, Rachel is your girl to go to.
Amazing information with her Starseed Origins chart. Absolutely amazing. All right.
Laura.
Much love and blessings. This is Facebook user, so we can't say who you are, but blessings back. Rachel, we love you. Autumn.
Love you. Thank you. Laura, you are up next.
Let's see. And then we are at 2 hours and 18 minutes. I think we will call it a wrap.
We're going to go with Oracle because I feel like she needs some more information than my tarot instead of my Oracle.
I'm pulling tarot.
I said tarot instead of Oracle.
Oh, you're doing tarot. Me too. I will do Oracle then if you're doing tarot. Good
night, Shane. Also, everybody, make sure you guys go sign up for his energy workshop. It is on December 15th. You can go through Terrestrial Vibes, go to his link tree. It's all in one of these comments somewhere, or you can go to his page and book there. Me and Tiffany will both be there. It's a great class to learn how to do energy clearing, how to work with energy within yourself, how to clear your energy, how to clear your space. It's $222 Canadian dollars.
Type in Modern
Mystic. Yep, type in Modern Mystic, all capitalized, no spaces, for 20% off. And night, Shane, we love you.
Love you, Shane. Night.
I just talked really, really fast. Laura, are you still here?
I have a spirit card for her too. Okay.
I mean, if she's not, I'm still going to do the reading because, well.
Yeah, I'm still going to pull cards. Oh my goodness, what's this? Like a whole slew flew out.
Okay.
I need to shut this door real quick. It's like cold.
All right. The first card she got is the Six of Wands. This is all about release the sweetness of this victory. Something that you've been working towards is finally coming to a successful, and it's time to celebrate your win. The beautiful seer, gift yourself permission to bask in the warm glow of the accomplishment and allow the supportive community around you to witness and appreciate the progress you've made. Your affirmation is, I am worthy of this success, and I am grateful that I am seen. And then you also got the Ace of Cups. So, the Ace of Cups. I am extremely positive message of a vibrant beginnings. The Ace of Cups marks the genius and relationship, emotional connection, and deep feelings of love and friendship. Your emotions are powerful magic. Cultivate your ability to call on expansive optimism and profoundly radiant feelings and consciously send your heart waves out into the world. Your affirmation is my heart is open and filled with love. So you need to make sure you have that heart space open, because you can't have good things come into you if you're not open to receive them. If you're questioning too much, or you're worried about too big of an aspect, you're not fully feeling what you need to be feeling at that present time. Because you also got the Moon. As soon as I find it. All right. When we are facing uncertainty and illusion, it can feel like we are drowning. Trust that you will be okay. Even if you can't seem to distinguish up from down right now. When you stop struggling to see that which you simply cannot see because of the remaining obstacles behind the shadow of the moonlight, you will experience a deep release of will, allow you to float to the surface of your truth. The Moon card asks you to go within, find comfort in the darkness, and to calmly listen to the whispers of your own intuition. Your affirmation is, I am safe, and I reach new levels of unconscious knowing as I surface to the will of the universe. And then you also got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This is all about enjoying every minute of it. More practical than the other knights, he improves things for himself and for those he loves. With his steadfast and constant modum, devoting to he's devoted to a solidifying foundation. He assures you that extra care today will multiply your harvest tomorrow. It's time to show fierce loyalty, pride, and truthfulness, and to tend to your home while uncovering your unwavering ambition for the future. Sometimes this energy is so stable that it feels repetitive. So if you are feeling resistant, or if you'd kind of prefer to stay in bed, find the joy in your progress. Seed by seed, I plant my future. with my rock steady foundation of faith. Oh, you got. This is all about working on you.
I'm getting very similar.
It's all about not looking at the big picture. I feel like that's come up a lot tonight. Everybody needs to stop looking so far ahead in their lives and just live where they're at. Because the future changes every day. So you can set your mindset on what you want. But there's so many other people involved within including your future that not everything fits into that square box. You're trying to fit a circle into a square peg and it doesn't fit correctly.
I got all like Starseed cards, like cards for you. And several of them all kind of have the same theme. So I'm kind of like a whole chunk fell out, like funk. That's why I was putting them together because I was like, what in the world is this trying to tell me? Number one, yes, you're a starseed. And you're part of a team of souls, your star family. And it's time for you to call in support because you are not alone. You are divinely guided. You are protected. And it's time for you to call in that protection. Connect to your ancestors. Connect to your team. Because, once again, it's like that isolation aspect. And you are being reminded not only to connect to your spirit guidance, but also to connect to community, to those that are on a similar path to you, to those that are going to lift you up, not tear you down, to those that are going to, oh, that makes sense, because you got the soul tribe one, the great gathering. So right now, as your vibration is rising, you are starting to attract those that are part of your soul tribe. You're starting to attract those that are going to help you along your path. And you're supposed to trust your intuition. You're supposed to trust the niggle. You're supposed to trust yourself and quit doubting so much. When you are getting those intuitive hits, check in with yourself, check in with your spirit team, your angels, feel your heart space. If your heart space is very closed and tight, that is a no. If it's very open and light, that would be your yes. Because what is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? That is part of your guidance system because you are going through some upgrades. You are going through some activations and some integrations with your light body. And you're going through transformation, even at a soul level, because ultimately it's part of your soul plan to remember who you are, to remember how old of a soul you really are, and to connect with yourself in that way. Because it's time for you to answer the call. What are you being called to do? And really ask yourself that. What are you truly being called to do? What feels like a soul purpose, a life mission for you? Because you, my dear, have a lot of Pleiadian energy, probably Pleiadian connections. And that's that double mission. Just by being you, you're helping to uplift humanity with birthing new creations, helping with the age of Aquarius. It's time for you to really step into your light. And that's that other theme that we keep getting into is like, it's so many of us dim our light, or we're stuck in situations where we are surrounded by like toxicity and negativity. And that's going to start changing for you. Because you, my dear, are a warrior woman. Everything that you've been through in this life, everything you've been through in past lives, leads you into that path of being that warrior, digging up that inner strength, surrounding yourself with those that empower you, and stepping into that power. Have you answered that deepest calling? And do you even know what that deepest calling is? Because it's time to turn that gaze within. because all paths truly do lead home. It's that path of the spiritual awakening. And just know that all of your guidance is divinely guided. You're starting to step into your alignment. And I got the happy card. So I was trying to figure out how that fits with all of this. But the happy card is where that is your destination, to be at that place of happiness. And by stepping into alignment, answering your soul's call, doing more work on remembering who you are, doing that healing that needs to be healing and taking your power back. That is going to help you to come to this place of happiness, to come to that place of joy and bliss. That is in your future. The darkness is lifting. It is happening, and it's time to manifest it, set those intentions, and trust in your team, and trust that you're being surrounded by those that match your vibration. Because it's the destined life versus the fated life. It's that soul's plan. So time for you to get in touch more with who you are. And then there's a spirit card that came up, and it's about things changing for you. And it's a cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with uncertainties in life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear. Rather, in spite of it, even because of it. Step into the unknown. Let go of the branch you're clinging to and let spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to spirit, because there's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Take one step towards your new future, because they're helping you on your highest behalf. So don't be afraid to dance. And you're reminded that you're loved always, and you are so supported on the other side. You have anything else, Miss Susan?
Nope. I'm
Getting tired?
Yep.
Hope that helps.
We love you all. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all of you.
Sorry, Ian. We've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah. Again, did you see that?
I see it right now. Is it spider web?
I don't know what it was. Anyways, anybody that is looking for energy clearing, there's a workshop with Shane on December 15th. You can get 20% off by using Modern Mystic, all capitalized, no spaces. Me and Tiffany will both be there.
Amazing workshop. This is my second time.
Yep. Anybody that's looking for Starseed charting readings, reach out to Rachel. She's in our comments. She does a phenomenal job. Tiffany are both always here if you ever have questions. One of us will always answer. Eventually, we will get to you. We do get bombarded with questions on our thing, so sometimes it does take a little bit for us to get through them. If you want something a little faster, it's probably easier to book with us. That way it's in a set time. We hope you all have a great night. And we appreciate all of you for joining us. And we could not do this without you. So thank you and have a good night.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.